Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently working our way across Ireland. And that's going very well, actually. Well, not at the moment, I suppose, but as troops move up and get resupplied here, which we are a little bit over the supply limit here. That's not hugely surprising. We are working on this naval base, so if we can manage to take Dublin... Ah, the Empire of the Desert called in the sovereign state of Guinea. Okay, that actually does have an effect on the landscape because this border is now in play. We were already making our way over there, but we're not there yet. Okay, so that means that we can now actually move in here. The US is not moving in, but we have arrived. Not many of us, but we have arrived. And it looks like the US is not going to put up much resistance here. That's great. Very glad to see that. Now, I'm pretty concerned about what's going on in Asia. Naturally, we have this situation over here where we're trying to pull these guys back. And these guys, I want them to stay here, honestly. We're just trying to evacuate this region. And all we need is the single air base here to make that happen. Or air base, the single naval base here. So we're going to evac, and we're going to pull these guys up over here, in theory. But we need to allow this to... Oop, there's a month tick. Nice that we're getting some actual manpower there. But we need to wait until this is finished. That is going to be done on 10 March. Okay, so I'm going to select these lads. I want to actually modify this order here because I want to move it back kind of like that. I want to abandon this location. So that's what we'll do for right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get these guys out of here, but if not, it's not the end of the world. We are evacuating here, and it looks like these guys aren't too interested in pushing in. This does shorten our line. Ooh. You know, I hadn't even noticed these guys over here. They have a naval base, a level 8 naval base. Okay. I think we're just going to dig them in. I think this is useful to have these guys in the back line here. So we'll dig them in, and we'll see if they can't pull something off over here, like taking some of this territory back. In fact, we may be able to pull these guys back over here. I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go, but for now, we'll do something along those lines. We're going to come over here and see about pushing back the Americans. Odds are good that we are going to be able to. Yeah, we have pushed back the Americans there. This is still a stalemate over here, and if we check the status of the air war over here, that's a lot of divisions that they've piled in over here. But if we check the status of the air war, this is getting better for us all the time. They just can't keep up with this. It's just not possible for them. Excellent. Do we have another air base that's near enough? I don't think so, really. Yeah, I don't think we do. I would like to throw more planes at it, but not right now, unfortunately. So we're being attacked over here. This is not shocking, and we're just going to continue to press on in. As far as the situation over here goes, we have managed to pull these guys all back, and hopefully... You know, we might even not evac them from here. We might simply build the naval bases. Speaking of which, we should also max out these naval bases just to be on the safe side. But I'm not in a huge rush on that. These two units absolutely should be moved over to our Asian front, one of them, and the other unit can move into this force. Now, this force is up here, so we're going to do that for the time being. We have Dublin surrounded at this point. They do have supply flow there, so that's not the end of the world for them. But it looks like the rest of Ireland is falling. And actually, there's only one unit in Dublin right now. These guys were just assigned out of here. I don't like that. Get in here, everybody. No, get in here, everybody. Get in here, everybody. There we go. We'll stack wipe that, and Dublin will fall. Just like that. What is this? Expeditionary Force request from the Sovereign State of Guinea. Okay. I'll take their Expeditionary Force. These two units, they're not going to be very powerful units, I don't think. But they're just going to be tossed directly into here. This is the army over here, so this is fine. No big deal there at all. Ireland has capitulated. That is not shocking. Now, there are still some locations up here in Northern Ireland, apparently. Yeah, so we still need to do a little bit of work over here. I'm going to select these guys, alter this, and we're going to have them offensive line something kind of like this, although these over here will have to be taken down eventually. And they don't have supply flow other than up here. So I think this is okay. And now these guys are fully cut off. So these lads, they are going to get an offensive line order that's kind of like that. Get in there. There's only so much that these guys can do since they have no supply flow. Beautiful. So Ireland is falling. Let's check on the status of everything else over here. Looks reasonable. Republic of Ghana will be falling fairly soon, in all honesty. These guys are set to attack aggressively. Okay, sounds good. They are on their way on over, and that will not take too much longer. Northern Ireland is falling much more quickly than expected. Really? And these guys, they don't have supplies. It's not going to work. There's a bit of a freeze here. Okay, there we go. Get in here, fellas. Okay, as far as Northern Ireland goes, that's not going to last much longer. This is wiped over here. These guys are going to wipe too. Beautiful. So we don't really have any Coast Guard over here, but that's probably okay-ish. There's an ace pilot being promoted. Wonderful. And when were we able to do our next war support? 19 December 1997. So that has passed. So we can do a war support minus... Not a war support minus. This would be a political power minus 75. And then we would do 12% war support. And that would mean that the next time that we can do that is, in fact, going to be, let's see here, March to April, April to May, and then May to June. So it'll be June 20th. 1978. So 20... Oh, I did do that. Okay, 20 June 1978. Okay, and let me switch back to the proper view here. There we go. You can see nothing happened in the console, and the game was paused the whole time. I was just making a note. Okay. So let's go ahead and go in. There's Northern Ireland falling. They should capitulate any moment now. Oh, there they go. Okay. Now, what do we want these lads to do? Well, I kind of want them to come down and start thinking about doing naval invasions in these locations. Maybe launching from here. We don't have naval supremacy in the Gulf of Guinea, but we can get it. Yeah, I think that's not a terrible idea. So we're going to have them prepare a pair of naval invasions. I'm going to actually split them in half. So we will select half of these divisions, and we'll tell them to naval invade from here to here. There we go. And then we'll select the other half. So how do we just invert select this? I suppose we can select all. And then can we, like, deselect guys that are assigned to this? I suppose we could just select... Oh, I just assigned all of them to it. I suppose we can do that and then select half of them and assign those to a naval invasion from here to here. Like that. And then assign those 15 into there. Okay. So that'll take 52 days to prep that. And we don't have the naval supremacy here. We will need to get it. And to that end, we're going to toss Gulf of Guinea in here. At least for now. Okay. Wonderful. So now we expect Ghana to capitulate fairly soon. It'll take it a little bit for us to push back the enemies over here, but it shouldn't be too bad. It is definitely wonderful to see no allies up here. I'm very glad about that one. And we have fallen back over here, but we do have supply throughput. And these guys are supplied. Good. These guys are supplied as well. I'm okay with this for right now. We do have a couple of unassigned divisions over here, and we're going to toss all of those divisions right now into this army. They're not necessarily all ideal divisions. Some of them are, but not all of them. That's okay. Okay, airwise. They've moved more planes in over here again. But there's only so many that they can put in here. Like, they really are limited here. Can we upgrade this airbase? No. Ah, but we can build an airbase over here in our allies' territory. And we're going to do that. Top priority. Build air bases there, and then we can throw in additional units into this air war. Wonderful. So we've pushed the Americans back in Ghana a decent amount. Are they in retreat right now? No, they're not. Okay. We're still mostly moving up to the front line, so that's okay. And as far as this down here goes, we've not managed to take this yet. This is not surprising. We're going to assign these guys here, and I guess they're just going to immediately head out. Okay. I didn't necessarily expect them to do that, but sure. We'll see if this has any real progress. We know that there's multiple units over here, and I'm not convinced that we're going to get this easily. So we'll see what happens there. And as far as the other location over here goes, it is Nigeria that we would need to invade. We can do that. That is absolutely fine. Once we have this cleaned up a bit, then we can focus in a bit more on the Asian area. I do want to check. We're doing surprisingly well in the air war over here. I didn't expect it to be going this well in terms of air war. Okay. I mean, we can throw more units in over on that front. That's no problem. In fact, we may want to consider building some air bases that is behind our fallback lines. Oof. Look at this. They punched straight through our fallback line here. Look at this air supremacy. Well, we're going to move a few strategic bombers. Okay. They're on their way over. We don't have manpower to move additional planes over here, although we should move additional planes over here at some point. Okay, when are those strategic bombers going to arrive? Okay, we can see their movement. There they go. They're almost here. Perfect. So we're waiting for them to arrive, and now we can launch nukes across most of this front. And so we shall. But before we do, I'm going to select these lads, and I'm going to tell them, your goal is to offensive line somewhere with a shorter, a slightly shorter line here. So we would want to have it be somewhere like... Oh, some of these are probably not in the war, aren't they? Are they? Yeah, this guy is not in the war. Okay. So we would want this to be something along the lines of... here. A much shorter line. What does that fill-in look like? It's a little awkward, I suppose. But we'll tell them to go ahead and begin executing that. And then, these guys should also be doing the same. But we're going to need to soften these lines a bit. You can definitely see that they're having some difficulty here. And I'm going to actually tell this guy to aggressively execute. Now, the enemy is stronger. However, actually, I'm going to keep it on carefully for right now. And we're going to drop nukes all along this border. In every single one of these locations. Especially here. I'd love to get an encirclement here, and we have a good opportunity for one. Assuming that these guys don't move in too heavily. Which they may or may not do. But we're just going to do this number. Everywhere that we can. There are some locations, especially as we get over here, where we're not going to be able to in other air zones. We don't necessarily know that there's anyone here, but I'm dropping a nuke there anyway because there's people moving that way. Okay. I'm actually surprised that we've gone as far as we have. We're going to start running out of air superiority zones, so pretty soon. Yeah, right there. So, to that end, I also want to get ourselves... We do have these fighters here. Are they assigned to an army? Yes. Okay. So we have an airbase over here that could fit another 500 planes. This airbase really needs to be upgraded. Okay. We're going to do that, and we're going to upgrade airbases all along this front, because we are going to need to start focusing on this front. So something along the lines of... That's foreign territory, technically. Something kind of along the lines of that. Can we build down here? No. Okay. So we'll do that number. And for now, hello pause menu, we will just proceed. Boom. The good old synchronized nuke. And with that, this guy bumps up to aggressive. Wonderful. Okay. We're probably going to want to do additional nukes. But we'll give it a moment. So what I really want to see is this get cut off. I am going to nuke here again if I can. Oh, we don't have the air superiority. They're just like, yeah, I'll pass on that. I don't blame them. 0 airplanes here, so that needs to be repaired. Okay. So I'm actually going to bump this guy back down to cautious. There. And we'll just leave that like that for the time being. We are pushing in over here, and this will free up these troops soon enough. They're still on their way in, but it won't take very much longer, especially if we can take Accra. Yeah, we need reinforcements to come in down here. That'll be fine. And we can push them back out. No big deal there. As far as this goes, when are they going to launch this? It was like 52 days? Yeah, another 22 days. Sounds good. This down here, of course, failed. We aren't surprised by this. This was fairly expected. Head on out again, and I kind of want to see what they have over there. Like, we're just throwing troops repeatedly into this, but I just want to see what kind of numbers they have. We don't really have much for details on that, and they were question mark previously, so hopefully we have a little bit more details now, but I would be a little surprised, in all honesty. Expeditionary forces have been called back. Rude. Very rude indeed. Okay, so this over here, we do want to make sure that any of these areas that we took back, we are building defenses in. This is vitally important. And also, I'm going to do, like, back there. Okay. We've actually pushed them quite a lot over here. Oh, we got a lot of territory over here. Cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. See, they had to pull a number of troops back to deal with these guys, and that's why I left those there. So that's great. We've almost got Accra here. In fact, we got Accra. He has reinforcements on the way in, but it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of time at this point until it's ours. And that is delicious. Well, actually, these guys are holding us off. They have a number of troops over here. Okay. How are things looking for another round of nukes over here? We could actually do it. I like it. These guys are retreating, but we're not moving in here, so I will nuke it. This is empty. These guys are just chilling. We'll nuke here. And here. And here. And definitely here. And definitely here as well if we could. We don't have the air superiority in this region. That's okay. We're not super hard focused on the Asian front there. So let's see what we've got going on over here. So we see at least one unit here. Yep. I'm not super shocked by this. Okay. I'm going to tell these guys, just hop back into the South American Coast Guard. It'll be fine. We'll deal with this once we've cleaned up these islands. Okay. Sounds good. So this army is still making its way in over here. It got pushed back a little bit, but these troops, as they come in, should be able to push them back out. In theory. We do have air superiority over here. And I wouldn't necessarily mind, in this airbase, bringing in a second group of strategic bombers. Maybe just use, like, well, we should probably use jet strategic bombers. We don't need many of them, though. That's the thing. Where are our jet strategic bombers at? We only need, like, one. Oh, hello. Nuke going off there. That wasn't ours. Ah, somebody's nuking Nigeria. Okay. Well, we don't have the manpower to create this wing right now. Wait. We did. I missed it. We don't have the manpower to create this wing unless I can grab one of these before they get spent. 6 manpower. Nope, it's gone. Oh, man. That's so fast. It's there for like 1 frame. Ah. Very, very close. There, 12 manpower. Okay, let's do this. So, with this 12 manpower, we are going to create ourselves a jet strategic bomber wing. Where are those? These are the strategic bombers. Are the jet strategics down below? I think I saw it there. Yes, jet strategic bomber 1. Okay, we've got a number of these. We need 160 manpower to do this, not 12. Okay. That's 41. 508. Okay. Let's do this. Got it. Okay. So now that we have this, I'm just going to make this be 50. We don't have the manpower to fill that out. But just the single strategic bomber should allow us to do some nukage. And that's what we're going to do. Surprisingly, we can fire multiple nukes at a time with only 1 strategic bomber there. Okay. Excellent. Gonna do 1 more round. Okay, everybody. Get in here. In we go. This should be these guys falling. Fantastic. We do have additional unassigned divisions over here. These guys will move into this army. Glorious. How are we doing over here? We're lacking our naval supremacy. Okay. Where are these guys right now? Operating in the Cape Verde Plain. Okay. For the time being, we'll just pull them out of here and tell them, come on over. We just need to launch these naval invasions. Okay. We going? We're going. So let's keep them here until the naval invasions are done, and we will want to move them back over here. Absolutely. Republic of Ghana has capitulated, and these guys, they're going to move on in. Excellent. Okay. These guys will not last forever. How are our naval invasions doing? We're making progress. Slowly. We're hoping that these are ungarrisoned. We don't know that for a fact. But with any luck, they will be. This will fall very shortly. And of course, we've still got our Asian situation going on over here. Which, that appears to be going reasonably well, I suppose. Excellent. And we've almost got Africa under our control in its entirety, which will mean we'll have almost full control over the South Atlantic anyway. So we'll land over here. All of this should be absolutely fine. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here. So once we've figured out if we're going to succeed these, which we might, hopefully, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's just see what's going to go on over here. We're going to land successfully here. I think. It's looking like we're going to be successful. And these guys are unopposed, it looks like. Beautiful. Autosave going on there. Yes. We got it. And we got it. Perfect. And with that, it is time for that cut to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I will see you all next time.